He's on 3-4-1. It doesn't matter, you know, what Ross Smith is on. He's got to get something positive registered.
40.
Thought he might have entertained the bullseye. An extra 5 points there would make the next shot a little bit easier, particularly with Gijbels likely to leave something. Something pretty good.
Yeah. Every now and then he's throwing in something big. He might well be looking to return as well.
Oh.
Good.
Beautifully done. Just when it looked as though Ross Smith was under a little bit of pressure there. What a sacrifice collectively they've made as well.
Yes, he's a welder by trade, we're told.
140. Was require 167.
And just like Noel Edmonds, he was born on Christmas Day. I can't think of anyone else who was, really.
I can think of one.
95. Sybren, you require 96.
Break of throw may be incoming here, and this would set the cat amongst the pigeons. Gorgeous first dart. 11 darts or anyone? 12 will do.
87.
Yeah, he knows that was a chance.
72.
And again, it looked quite hurried, didn't it, Dan? I thought he may have just been a little bit wiser there to just slow it down a bit.
It may be his natural pace, I do not know. But I tell you what, Sybren Gijbels is as good as Ross Smith in this game. And Ross keep this run of doubles going. This for a third hit in a row.
Yeah, to the fifth leg, Ross Smith.
You know what? That's not the first time that's happened. And we've said for the last 3 years how brilliant Belgium is. And the crowd give the best respect.
Oh, okay.
83.
Now, will he be punished here? This would be
48.
some turn of events if he were to be punished, and my goodness me, it could happen. Another one of those.
100. Ross, you require 8.
Smith almost getting his fingers burned. Might still get them burned here as well if he starts dancing all over the board. And he is dancing all over the board into the madhouse. Double one. Ooh, now then. Suddenly the door has been left very wide open.
48.
And from a very unconvincing position, a very stodgy position, Gijbels looking at double 10.
38.
And with that,
Ross, you require 2.
has the chance gone?
Double one, cannot miss inside. That's exactly what he's done. Ross Smith is throwing this away, this leg.
Game for the 8th leg, Sybren Gijbels. 5 leg, Ross to throw first.
A 23 dart holder throw, and Ross Smith will be absolutely furious with himself.
So he's got closer to finishing range. Again, persevering on the 20s. The bullseye's a clever shot here. It's not gone for him. The most he can get is 1 dart at double in the next visit.
Yeah, because 122, 25 would have left the 97, so you've got a 2 dart combination from there.
Ross require 102.
Now he's yeah, it's an awkward 102 potentially, but okay, that's a nice first dart. 10 for double 16, just to get him back on track, and my goodness, he needs it.
On the 9th leg, Ross Smith. 10th leg, Sybren to throw first.
My second 10+ finish of the game, both of them would come from Ross Smith. Maybe that's him getting back on track, back to hitting 15 darters. 4 of his 5 legs have been finished like that, the other 17 darter. It has been steady.
Yeah, looking for the 25 to leave 170, but clearly, I mean, he's thinking clearly. That's the encouraging thing. He's not lost his way as far as that is concerned. Knows where he went wrong there, but a chance to atone here.
435. Ross require 139.
Well, what a visit that was. I mean, that could be the moment.
He's guaranteed a look at the 54. But Gijbels is only 1 out of 4 on his doubles, 25%.
99.
4 hits from 16 attempts. He's only going to get 2 darts at double here max. It is 2. He only needs 1, and we are going all the way.
11th and final leg. Ross to throw first. Game.
If the streak continues, Ross Smith wins. If he doesn't, we have a host nation qualifier winning through to face the world number 4, Rob Cross.
186 remaining.
He's telling him to go for the 19s, I think.
Turner, ask the audience.
On the 16s, he's left the 170.
Well, if we need a spotter later, we'll get that young spectator in.
180.
And again, Ross Smith just comes up with the timely response. Now then, what a story that would have been.
There still might be. It's a great setup. Ross Smith has only hit 3 180s in the game. 2 of them have come in the last leg decider. He's got match darts. Double 6. Smith survives, and look at the reaction. That has taken everything he had to hold off Gijbels.
Yeah, and not a surprise as well that he's started well in 2025 on the Pro Tour, because even when he didn't have a tour card, he played in something like 25 Players' Championship events last year as well. So he was often making up the numbers, filling up the field, given his exploits on the Challenge Tour. And so, yeah, he's well versed in the art of going to these Pro Tour events, as Ryan Searle threatened something very big there.
I thought he was going to start doing what he did to Joe Cullen in the last European Tour event, when he kept hitting 160 plus checkouts.
Sixth.
Going to be 25 to 2-0. He started very calmly, composed, and accurately. But he will not believe that that third dart has missed double 4.
110.
Double 18.
Games on the second leg. Darryl Pilgrim.
Didn't take long to break back, did he? Instant response on the 110 checkout for Darryl Pilgrim. 15 dart breaker throw as well to go with the 15 dart break for Ryan Searle.
But he was there in 2023.
In Trier. I remember it well, yeah.
He lost out to Andrew Gilding on that occasion, but did get a win at the German Darts Championship over Jeff Smith before losing to Damon Hetta.
Yeah, and Hessa's one of the players that he's beaten this year as well. Josh Rock is another. So on his day, very, very capable of taking on some of the best in the business.
Do you get the feeling, Rob, that this audience is saving their voice a little bit for a certain Mr. De Decker?
Yeah, maybe a certain Mr. De Backer as well. Another host station qualifier coming up, and Ryan Searle edges back in front. So this is all in stark contrast to the match we've just seen, where we had 11 holes of throw. We've so far had 3 breaks of throw in this one.
So he's made peace with plan B. It just didn't pay off on this occasion. I don't think it's a tactical mistake. I actually think it's a strong play, but it does come with its side effects. That's where he wanted the bullseye, but the 25 is still not a bad shot.
Yeah, the difference this time is that Pilgrim is a long way away, so
81. Ryan requires 65.
25. That is 25, so tops here for Searle.
Games on the sixth leg, Ryan Searle.
If you are watching Ryan Searle for the first time, I can't believe that's the case, but if you are, yep, there is this issue that Ryan has with his eyesight, and he does need to, every now and then, just seek clarification from the referee
93
as to what he's actually hit. So
can I leave a finish?
I think he said, can I leave a finish? So it was a different way of phrasing the question. I thought it was quite clever, actually, but yeah, Owen didn't fall for it.
Well, it feels like Pilgrim's going to fall for this if he doesn't get a bit of a move on, because Searle can make a 99 average last a long time. He's averaging 99 for this season. Pilgrim is not going to be on a finish first. And when Searle's got 44, you know he's going to go Motown
58. Ryan require 44.
for a 5-2 scoreline.
You called it, Paul. Absolutely. Never in doubt in terms of the route to glory there, and some might say never in doubt that he would take it out as well.
But he's missed 10 darts at double.
I was going to say, it does feel like a little bit more, and that's the reason why. Anyway, Pilgrim, let's see if he can force the hand a little bit of Ryan Searle.
434.
Well, he has done. That's a good visit.
120.
Just question mark over whether it's a little too late.
Six.
There are going to be people out there saying, well, if he's so good at tops, why didn't he just hit 3 of them? Because he's a bit more sensible than some.
Tops here for Pilgrim.
52. Ryan, you require 60.
So for the match, Ryan Searle. That was very close to double 20 anyway, but he's got away with it. And tops is found. It was a great marker in the end. And he just nestled in just above it to find a way through. And Ryan Searle, yeah, he's managed that very well indeed.
Yeah, and never been beyond the quarterfinals on the Euro Tour, and yet went all the way to the final of the European Championship. So one of those weird anomalies. But then again, you know, just seen Ross Smith tonight, who has never won a Euro Tour, but won the European Championship.
Like the Chieros.
Yes.
But
Wattimena's in decent form. He did beat Ed House at the UK Open last week, so he got a little bit of revenge per se. But you've got De Backer here using what can only be described as Bobby Jones style flights with the flat tops.
That leaves double 16. And that is a 15-dart start from Jermaine Wattimena, and that is ominous for Patrick De Backer. Patrick De Backer to get his first leg on the European Tour. The 16s. Double top.
36. Jermaine, you require 110.
Jermaine's finishes are gradually getting smaller. He's gone from 67 to 16 to 8. He's trying to book the trend there. And now Patrick is trying to stop the rot.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
The Belgian has his first leg on the Euro Tour. This will not be a whitewash. It could be something very different.
140.
Always nice to see.
Jermaine
Wattimena might be nipping this Euro Tour debut in the bud for Patrick De Backer. Well, he went tops and couldn't get it.
See, I don't know if double-double was the right shot there. Patrick's on 126. If he was on 36, I'd say, oh, OK, fair enough. Prove me wrong, Patrick. Double 6. Oh, he's left himself in the madhouse.
Jermaine, you require 40. Game shot on the seventh leg. Jermaine Wattimena.
Well, there was a little bit of a cage rattler there from Patrick De Backer, but Jermaine Wattimena remains unrattled.
Constantly say to yourself, I will do this, as opposed to I hope I do this. It's a totally different mindset.
And look, every single game involving the host nation qualifiers so far today has been problematic for the tour card holders. This one, less so. And what a way to finish it this would be. What a way to finish it! Match dart miss for the 170, but he will get his choice of double when he returns.
He got a little bit of a nibble. But what does he want to leave to finish it off? His doubling performance, very similar to that of Ryan Searle in the previous game.
And a very efficient win for Jermaine Wattimena. It wasn't high-octane stuff, but he has dealt with Patrick De Backer with very little fuss. The machine gun overcomes Robocop, and it's the bullet for him in round 2 tomorrow.
But we've seen it with Josh Rock on the Pro Tour and on the European Tour now, winning titles, but
60.
I thought that semi-final appearance at the UK Open may just have answered 1 or 2 questions if they ever really existed. I mean, let's face it, he's getting there, that's the point. He's 23 years old and he's involved in it.
119, Boris require 106.
Yeah, I think he's a special player. But Boris Krcmar, how about this for a start? Ooh, misses the double, and Josh Rock's set-up shot incorporating the two bullseyes means he should get a couple of darts to break. Only just in the 13, but plumb in the double 16.
Josh Rock. Second leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
Boris looked really strong there, but he's lost the leg and he's a breakdown already, and that's just well, a very good illustration of the sort of task that lies in wait this evening for him.
58.
Eventually fell at the hands of, I think it was Martin Schindler.
98. Boris Rekai, 121.
Now Boris, a chance to get on the scoreboard here on throw with a 1-2-1. That's the 20, so treble 17. May not have needed to be too aggressive on the bullseye anyway, with Rock on 260. But yeah, he was more of a presence last year on the European Tour. 3 quarter-finals as well.
123. Boris requires 64.
Only going to get one dart at double. Well, he's lucky he didn't end up in the treble there.
On the third leg.
But he didn't, so he got the dart at double 16, and he does get his first leg. Both players averaging in excess of 102 here. Yeah, they've played loads of those Eastern European qualifiers already, aren't we? So we know we're going to see him again in future Euro Tours. Not as many as you might have thought. He's lost in final qualifying rounds to, I think there was one to Benjamin Pratt-Namer.
Oh, the
single finger.
Yeah, nice. Good to see him back. Yeah.
180.
Yeah, they had a cluster of those and some affiliated events as well, Eastern European, in Slovakia, in Novi Zamku. Rock looking at double 16, and that is 3-1, 11 darter. And I'll tell you what, Dan, if this carries on, we could be on to something pretty special.
I'll tell you what, a couple of 14 darters and 11 darter from Josh Rock. His winning legs are superb.
What a danger he can be. This is there for the taking now for Boris.
100.
Gets down to a finish first on throw, and he's on the verge of leading for the first time.
This isn't bad. It's very, very good from Josh Rock. A 171 leaves him a 2 darter.
Gets it. Double 18.
98. Joshua require 88.
This start at double 18 could prove costly for Boris.
High in the 18 bed. Yeah, he gave himself a chance at the double, but he made sure of the ball, and he was nowhere near it again. And you can see the reaction. 18. He is not happy with his attempts at bullseye.
Game shot on the 7th.
More than happy with double 9 though for Boris Krcmar.
8th leg, it's Josh to throw first. Game on.
At the start of February, and here he is on the verge of a place in round 2 and a meeting with Michael van Gerwen, the world number 3.
65.
That time he does find the 25, which is somewhat ironic, really.
Yeah, I like that play, though. The extra 5 points gets him down to a finish that doesn't require the bullseye.
85. Joshua requires.
Well, of course, would have left him 92, a 2 darter.
But look where Krcmar is, though. Very manageable 120 just in case.
93. Boris require 120.
And a very gettable 120 as well for Boris Krcmar. Even more gettable now after that first dart. That's the easy bit. 1 dart at tops for another break of throw, and that is exactly what he's got. And all of a sudden, 1 or 2 raised eyebrows in the audience, and 1 or 2 tense expressions on the face of Josh Rock as well, because Boris Krcmar, all of a sudden, having trailed 3-1, he's reeled off 4 without reply, and he's throwing first for the match.
Well, I tell you what was a bit of an eyebrow raiser, when I was looking at the stats before this game, and he will beat Josh Rock and set up a tie with mighty Michael van Gerwen, who remains mighty, but not as mighty as he used to be. He's not won back-to-back games yet this year.
Yeah, the 60, though, backed up by a 140, and Boris Krcmar should.
Boris requires 66.
Should get a match start here, barring some sort of disaster. 66 points away. That leaves 52. And that leaves double 16. It's a simple route to glory here, but he misses it. And he looks to the heavens, almost in search of inspiration there. Josh Rock needs a big one.
130. Boris requires 60.
Boris Krcmar to beat Josh Rock.
Double 4.
And the highest ranked player you will see today is out in round 1. Josh
Chris Rock started brilliantly, took a 3-1 lead and was looking imperious.
And in a somewhat sympathical way, talking about the opponent that he's got tonight, he's talked about doing things differently in 2025. It'll be interesting to see if that materialises.
65.
Yeah, that's how warm it is, by the way. It is a very hot, sticky environment this evening.
Yes, winter's finished, everybody. European Tour starts.
96.
Welcome to spring.
Yeah, you know it's not too far away when we start heading off to the Euro Tour again. Michael Smith, double 18.
Michael Smith.
Michael Smith
Right to throw first.
with a very neat and tidy 96 check out for a 14-darter. Earlier this year, that was... Oh, and he had another one, did he? A prelim against Titus Karnik of Poland. So 3 assignments, but yeah, 6-4, 6-2, 6-4.
Yeah, and the averages were good. 101, 105, 90 against Suter, and he's played really well recently.
171.
Well,
Likely
what a third leg this has been. Needs a bull, gets it, needs a 25, gets it, needs another bull, does get that.
Wow.
Magic from Michael Smith. Hollywood against the man from Hollywood's backyard.
Yeah, I mean, when I read it out in the introduction, I just thought that just does not sound right. And, well,
47.
might take a little bit of time to get back into that top 16, but, I mean, does he need to worry about it too much?
No, I don't think he does. He'll be fine.
117.
The way he's hitting maximums and scoring in this game, he should be in a good position. I'm going to emphasise the should, though. Tops.
77.
Now he gets a chance to stretch his legs.
Requires 74.
Well, this for a break of throw and a 3-1 lead. He's looking at tops. And,
on the fourth leg, Michael Smith.
well, that is 3 from 3 so far.
Game.
I would make it perhaps 5 from 3, given the fact that he had bull, 25 bull as well.
Didn't even have to go for it. But a trebleless visit invites Michael Smith back into leg 6.
Yes, it certainly does, and this is where the leg could easily just switch, and look at that. Suddenly, Michael Smith is in position, and once again he's harbouring genuine hopes of nicking this one as well. 94 away, can't find the treble 18 that would have left tops.
97.
Again, it's another number where he can't leave the bottom left corner. And Smith, who's a bit of an expert at taking out shots like this when he's on form, is at it again on double 13.
55.
Now, finally, Joyce is in his comfort zone.
Yep, in that southwest corner.
Yeah, well,
in many ways, that was a good bad miss, because it still left loads of the bed to look at.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Down to 170 again. Now, if he gets down to the bullseye, I fancy him. And he is down on the bullseye. Oh, and this time
145.
he finds the 25.
Oh, this game is so good. Can we just make it a longer format? Great rhythm, super standard. It's close.
58.
And it's not over yet.
25.
Great that he went for it as well. Didn't need to, but great to see. Every faith in his shot-making ability on 25 anyway. Double 8. No bother. Little tap on the desk for Michael Smith from my colleague alongside me. 14-darter. I like that, though. Yeah, 170. Didn't need to go for the 50. Did go for it.
57.
However, it may well be that we will go to a deciding leg. One break apiece so far in this match, and that is why where we are.
88.
Good thinking on the fly there from Smith. He was tempted to go for the 60, but he did the right thing. Is Joyce taking us all the way on double 16 for the first time in the match?
Games on 10th leg.
Case in point. We go the distance with the one shot at double 16 he's had in 10 legs. Unbelievable. It's a 50-50 game from here.
430. 134.
Yeah, but the balance of power just switches to Michael Smith there, doesn't it, with that particular visit down to a Shanghai finish of 20s on 120. What can Ryan Joyce post here? It is good. It is very good.
We require 120.
Well, Smith with the advantage of throwing first, but maybe you'd rather be in Joyce's shoes. He's done the easy bit, and he can't do the hard bit.
Joyce might get to a double 12.
Requires 78.
Or one at tops to put himself through at Michael Smith's expense with a marker.
58.
Which he cannot make full use of. And Michael Smith,
We require 40.
I don't think he was putting his darts away, but he may have been thinking about it. But here we go for the match. 5 out of 9 so far. Make that 5 out of 11, but make that 6 out of 12. Because Michael Smith has somehow withstood a battery from Ryan Joyce as he looked to threaten a big comeback and just wouldn't go away once again, living up to his nickname.
I don't think we've got the full article with Cam yet. I think there are so many more things to find. He will evolve. And over the next 2 years, it's about figuring it out mentally. I think physically, he will evolve into an even better technician.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Cam Crabtree is closing in on potentially leading this game against the great Raymond van Barneveld.
140.
Could have nicked the first leg, was allowed to take the second, and to be honest, Barney, no answer to that 13-darter.
He's not going to fear this kind of venue. The first time Cam played in front of cameras.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, isn't it?
Especially in the first 9.
125.
Decent scoring visit there from Barney, but it is in the 5th visit of the leg. Crabtree's had 5 visits, not even down to a finish.
100. Raymond require 112.
For a break of throw. Still needs a treble. A bull. He's getting closer.
But they're dancing the ball that he didn't really want. Missing big numbers, and that's the only option he's got. No option for Cam Crabtree to win this leg in that visit.
I like the fact he wasn't greedy and going double-double there. He had a marker for the 60, just didn't find it. Double 8 is working, and that's a 3-2 lead. Crabtree is not happy with his performance. He's got every right to feel that way.
Is that a superstitious thing, or is there any sort of like pseudo-science behind any of this stuff he does?
You're probably better off asking Raymond. There must be something to do with green. That's an envy colour, isn't it?
Well, he'll be envious of that 180 of Cam Crabtree. Crabtree. Got there in the end.
We've all been there.
Best scoring leg of the match, this. 44 left after 9. Cameron.
82.
Second Cameron of the day. Menzies bit the dust, and he missed multiple match darts. Again, it's the wrong segment at the end of the leg, and he could be punished again.
Oh, it's good. It's very good, double 7. Raymond van Barneveld, real chance to open up a bit of daylight in this game for the first time.
Crabtree likes that one. He's had a very tumultuous time of it on the doubles. And it's a very different performance to what we saw from the European champion Richie Edhouse earlier, where pretty much all of his finishes were combinations. And they weren't even that big, 62 to 80.
Barney's second maximum, consecutive legs as well. He's dragged his average into the 90s.
44.
Might just be taking control of this game. No need to stay on the 18s. Very nicely done. That is a 12-dart leg. That is the best of the match. It is so much better.
He's got some feel now. Had a brilliant time. Crabtree If he can take 222 in 6,
85. Raymond
it will be some effort. But that last start has let him down.
To the treble 20 again. Yeah, that will do. He leaves himself tops. It's going to take something very, very special from Crabtree to stay in the game, or misses from Barney. He can't produce the special moment.
59.
Barney has been better on the doubles, 5 from 13. And he beats Crabtree on his European Tour debut to get his second win over Cam in the last year.
Luke Little in the second round, 10-9 as well, so it was a really strong end to the year for De Decker in many ways.
Yeah, and missed darts to beat. He was leading that match. Obviously, the crowd played a part. However,
105.
also Littler averaging about 107 for the second half of that match also played a significant part. De Decker did have a chance to beat him, and that breakthrough major ranking win for Littler may never have happened.
Yeah, and the other subplot to this as well, if De Decker does win, he will face Humphries again in the second round tomorrow. So there's a repeat opportunity for the rerun of the World Grand Prix final.
Game shot on the third.
So far, we are on throw at 2-1.
Game on.
15 dancer, that was statistically the best leg of the match.
They're nice bonuses to play in ranking events when you're not a tour card holder. But unless you work your way into the top 64, that money isn't going to do anything for you going forward.
145.
Yeah, potentially 2 darts away here, De Decker, for a 3-2 lead.
100. Mike requires 65.
Lovely in position just in case there is any slip up here. That's just a single 3.
He's got to go 12, surely. He does. And can he get to the ball? It's a big, long dart he throws. That's covering a lot of that bullseye, the first one. Oh, that is beautiful. That is a beauty from Mike De Decker.
Yeah, and that just asked the question of lovely as well, but that's a good response, isn't it? Look at that. Well, that's his second of the match, but that seemed to come out of nowhere. It really did. 145 here, not going to go for De Decker, so Lovely will return, looking for our 6th hold of throw.
55. Thomas required 44.
And again, it would be another hold in excess of 16 darts or more. But that won't matter to Thomas Lovely. He won't care how many darts it takes. He's in touch.
It's Mike to throw first. Game on.
And he's still involved. He's still in the hunt, and we're still on throw at 3 apiece.
He's really no nonsense, Thomas Lovely. Proper stand and deliver stuff.
60.
Reminds me a little bit how he throws of Dylan Slevin. He's not quite throwing it from over the shoulder like Slevin does. Could have been worse, but he may only get 1 dart at double. De Decker, that is a vital treble.
Thomas requires 74.
Potential 14 dart break. I think he won't care how many it is. 20 for tops. Oh, he's hit that for double 10 instead.
64. Mike require 102.
Chance goes begging. Have to note that one down.
Big deep breath for Mike De Decker. Double 14. No, he stayed there. Don't mind it if he thought he could use 46. That guy. I thought he was making it harder, but
10.
Mike knows his darts better than anybody.
Yeah, one to reflect on later. Let's see just what Lovely can do here. That is miles away, but that is a terrific recovery after that second loose dart. And once again, you can hear a pin drop inside the October Hallen. 18 dart breaker throw after the 21 dart breaker throw. Maybe even a third as well.
You could feel the silence fall there after that first dart landing the treble 20 for Thomas Lovely.
145.
Mike De Decker leaves himself on 65. Now, he took that out earlier with that brilliant bullseye finish. Oh, 180 to leave 17, why not?
Mike requires 65.
Well, De Decker, what have you got here? 2 darts at tops for parity at 5 apiece. A long way away for double 10. And it's just inside the wire, and all of a sudden Thomas Lovely is 17 points away from a place in round 2 and a big scalp on day 1 of the European Tour season for 2025. Double 8, inside for double 4.
9.
And the look on his face tells its own story. Match starts have come and gone. De Decker lives again to fight another day.
Mike De Decker, you are one lucky boy. And he makes the most of that fortune. We are going to a last leg decider. De Decker has the dart. Lovely has missed 2 for the match already.
Ooh, this is close.
6 holes of throw to start the game. 4 consecutive breaks have followed.
93.
Who's got the better setup shot from here? De Decker, desperate to stay straight on the 20s. That is perfect. He has to leave tops. He hasn't quite.
Well, all Thomas can do now is apply some pressure. How much pressure it will be remains open to question.
96.
It's okay. It could have been better.
80.
It's not bad. But the pressure is on the shoulders of Mike De Decker here. 60 points away. First match start for Mike De Decker, having squandered or seen his opponent squander 2. And it's Mike De Decker who pounces all over it. And the World Grand Prix champion gives the Belgian fans reason to believe this weekend. Missed opportunities, match starts went for Thomas Lovely.
I'm not sure the switch to the 19s was the right one there. Nobody likes a 1-2-8. It's more awkward than some of the other numbers in that range. So maybe the switch was 17s there.
140. Martin, you require 128.
You never have to take this awkward 1-2-8 after all. 60 in bull.
103.
Great try. That would have been the biggest finish of this match by 88 points.
Well, this could be the first real pivotal moment of the match as well. Jim Long looking at double 10, now looking at double 5 for a break of throw. And he just squeezes it in like the postage stamp right in the top right corner of that double 5 bed. It is 2-1. Long leads. I thought he might have got in as a associate member qualifier or something like that, but
60. Martin, you require
Plenty of things have happened.
146.
And if Martin was to take this out, this would be out of the clear blue sky.
but it ain't going to happen. And Jim Long, well, look at this, 10 scored with 2 darts. Good recovery
70.
with the final dart for Schindler. Might just have rescued himself here, but Jim Long looking at 1-2-6 for a 4-1 lead and another break of throw. Well, that leaves 1-1-9. That leaves a ton. And that
86.
leaves top. So a little bit of pressure now.
76.
Jim Long has tidied that up nicely enough. I would venture this double 8 has to go, Martin. And it does go.
On the 5th leg.
My goodness
Martin
me,
Schindler.
he needed that, Martin Schindler.
It's Jim to throw first.
Going to be in the German team this year. I'm sure Jim will be in Team Canada for the World Cup, which will be in Germany once again. But changes afoot. Schindler could be with Pietreczko instead of Clemens. And he's on 1-2-8 again. Fails to get a shot at the ball or a double once again, just like earlier.
Yeah, I think he'll be hopeful of returning, and if he does, it might be for a 13 darter as well, and he will return because Jim Long has missed his dart at treble 19, and so Shindy will return looking at top for a 4-3 lead. And this would be for a 3rd leg on the spin. And how good will he feel after this? And look at that, right in the middle. First start, no messing around.
At the Winter Gardens.
Yeah, that's some accolade as well, I have to say. Now then, Jim Long is on 220. Schindler has chipped away 99 to leave that potential finish. And I think a second break of throw would be curtains for Jim Long.
100. Martin require 170.
He couldn't, could he? The crowd might well find their voice here. Martin Schindler produces the big fish. Very much in keeping. And, well, I talked about that leg-on-leg improvement. 20 darter, 14 darter, 13 darter. He's actually gone one better again, and he's come up with a 12-darter. He's found the big fish. It's 4 legs on the spin on this stage tomorrow. 96 away, double 18 for the match.
103.
That was nearer the treble. Match start has come and gone.
9 for the double, and now he needs double 9. Jim Long
100.
is an ocean away. He can do whatever he wants.
Has gone straight for the double 9, nudged the wire with the first attempt, and he's come inside on the second. So the champagne remains very much on ice. I don't think he'll be over-celebrating this performance by any stretch of the imagination. Many would say he might well celebrate the second half of this performance, but yeah, it's not been brilliant in the main or overall for Martin Schindler, but it has got much better. And he's in position once again, this time on double 4 for a 6-3 win, and this time it's no mistake. Well, certainly a performance of 2 halves for Martin Schindler, a multiple European Tour champion.